Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, my name is Hani.
My name is Anissa.
And today we're back here with another exclusive video. Yes, I said it. We're back.
Okay, so guys, as you can see by the title of this video, this is actually really sad to talk about because it's just like a really sad movie. But me and my sister, we just decided to do like a review on the Blue Story movie. And basically the other day, and like 2-3 days ago, we went to the movies cinema. We basically watched this movie called The Blue Story, and yeah, it was just a really sad story. So before we even start this video, we just want to say, please, like, stop with the knife crime, stop stabbing each other. You guys are killing each other, especially like when you see the news, it's always like your own people stabbing each other. Just stop doing it. It's just not worth it. Like, moms out here losing their kids over silliness. Like, come on boys, like, you guys could do much better.
And you know what it is, yeah? Sorry not to interrupt you there, yeah? But it's like the knife crimes in London has increased so much. It's getting out of order. Like every other week I turn the radio on, or every single day actually. Oh, this person got stabbed in this area, this person. And it's always teenagers. Like, and it's just like, guys, calm down. The streets is not for everybody. It shouldn't even be for no one, to be honest. Like, what do you get from the streets?
Exactly, nothing. But the thing is, yeah, these young boys who's out there on the street doing all these things, they literally influenced by the elders, and they definitely brainwashed. And I think maybe most of them don't even have families, or even if they do have families, they're probably not listening to their families. So it's just like, before we even start this, like, you know, topic, and before we even start talking about this movie, just make sure, like, just know that you guys need to basically stop whatever that's going on right now. Like, the world's getting crazy right now. Like, I actually personally don't even feel safe when I'm out. That's just how, like, that's just how bad it got. And I feel like I'm more like, I'm very like, not even aware, I feel like I'm very like sensitive about this subject right now. And this, like, even watching this movie, because I've got a son myself, and then knowing and seeing that happen to my son, that would definitely like destroy my heart. And on top of that, like, I've got like 4 brothers.
We've got 4 younger brothers.
No, hold on. We got 5 brothers. We got 4 younger brothers, and we got 1 older brother. So it's just like, even them going through that or seeing anything happen to them, that would literally break my heart. But yeah, that's all I can say.
And you know, I feel like right now, yeah, regarding the movie Blue Story, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are misunderstanding the message and like just like confusing it to something else, because this message is just supposed to, at the end of the movie, you get to just see how this cycle is never going to stop. It's just an ongoing cycle. Someone's mad at someone, someone's always going to find an excuse to cause more violence over some unnecessary things, and like, it just shows that it's an ongoing cycle. So you might as well get out while you can, because it's just not going to get you anywhere.
All those who started this stuff and you know, whatever that happened to them, the youngest, they had youngest who was looking up to them.
Yeah.
The youngest who was looking up to them had this mentality where they feel like they need to continue with what they basically started.
Yeah.
So that's how that's why the circle always continues and continues, because these oldest, whoever are doing these kind of things, they've always got a young who's looking up to them and who wants to repeat their actions. And I just think that's so ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying.
So these oldest here, they need to set the right example for these kids here.
Exactly.
Just for them not to follow their footsteps, because look at it, these oldest, whatever they're doing, it's not getting them anywhere, because the street don't love you. That's what people need to understand. It's either going to kill you or take you straight in prison.
And the thing is, yeah, instead of these youngers looking at these oldest, or look, all our oldest, they're either dead or in prison now, and like, so we might as well just change it up or whatever. They basically found a reason to cause more violence and be like, you know what, actually, we're gonna carry it on, because anyone who was involved in that person's death or whatever, even though the person that did it is in prison doing life right now, they're still gonna kill the person, because
these youngers here are not looking at me thinking, okay, you know what, our oldest here, some of them died, some of them in prison, let's not repeat what they did, let's do it better, like, let's be better than them. But they're just looking at us like, oh no, they're role models, no, we're looking at them, we want to do what they're doing. But how is this youngest looking at these people when they didn't even get that far? But anyways, we're not going to do too much talk about this. Let's just get straight into this movie, and let's just give you guys the review and our own opinion on this sensitive, tough, basically
movie. Yeah,
was a movie or topic.
Yeah, first of all, can I just say, like, I just feel sorry for the rap man a little bit. The real rap man is the guy who basically wrote the movie and directed and whatnot, yeah. And I just felt bad for him because like it's actually a very, very successful movie. Like the cinemas has never been. When we went to the cinemas, we've never actually been to the cinemas that packed. The movie was out for a while.
Yeah.
We watched it late, to be honest, and it was still packed. For that number, for those type of movies to keep on getting numbers and keep on getting people, it's clearly like a record. I think he got some sort of a record.
Yeah, and I respect that, and it's good.
But The View is trying to mess up his stuff here just because he can't control what people are doing. People are
especially
becoming
the
more violent
that happened like in Birmingham, where these boys are basically stabbing someone.
Yeah,
they stab someone coming in the movies like with knives and things like that, and that's kind of affecting like his money, his reputation, and that's not what the movie's about. The movie is just to basically tell a story. So that's what he's just telling the story. That's what he's doing.
How the cycle basically continues, and you might as well get out. He's basically saying a story where there was this guy. He was never involved. Like remember Timmy, the main character.
He was never involved like in the gang.
He was never into it.
Like a good boy that just used to go to school. That was just in love with his girlfriend.
So obviously this guy, his other friends was more into the road stuff. Where he was more focused on being in love, and like obviously now he was more focused on being in love than someone obviously.
Yeah, so there was a boy, named Timmy, like on the movie, and he had a girlfriend, and then the name of the girlfriend, her name was Leah, and they basically went like school together. Was it like a primary school? No, it wasn't primary school, like it was high school.
It was secondary school, but he liked her since primary school.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he liked this girl since primary school, and they went to secondary school together. So obviously, this boy has always been like a good boy. He was never really into like fights and all these little crimes, but then he did have like a group of boys where they were a bit like more active than him, like they were more into it. Yeah, but then there was one that was like very naughty, and that's what, like his close friend. At the end of the movie, they end up falling out. Then he started joining his little gang. Timmy ended up joining the gang because one of his close friend, like his best friend, ended up killing the girl. He slapped her, so the girl got slapped so hard she fell on the floor.
Yeah, and then she fell on the floor, and then I think
she hit her head really hard on the floor,
on the concrete. Yeah, and then that caused her
so she basically just died like on the spot. Her brain couldn't handle
the damage.
Yeah, the damage that she got basically.
On her
so
brain, yeah.
That's what happened.
So basically, I'm just gonna rewind to the part why Timmy and his best friend started having war at the end. It's basically because Timmy was more busy on being in love, and whereas his friend was just the naughty and more involved in the road life. So then one day his friend got something from the chicken shop and whatnot, and then he called his friend Timmy, kept calling him, and then Timmy wasn't picking up. The next minute he got rushed by this group of guys. They basically beat him up really badly. And
because Timmy, because Timmy is from Beckham, he basically thought that his best friend set him up.
Yeah,
his best friend has nothing to do with it. It's just the area that he's from.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason why he thought also, it's not because only the area. His best friend thought that Timmy was part of this because his best friend saw once upon a time that they were cool with each other, like they said hi to each other on the street. You know how people say,
because they were from the same area. Honey.
Yeah, and no, he also said when the best friend asked Timmy why. Timmy asked him, why do you think I set you up and I was part of this? He was like, because I swear you was cool with them. He's like, he's like, that's the thing.
They were friends.
That's the thing. He was only cool with them, but he weren't friends like that. He said, Timmy explained to his best friend, I love you. I would not do this to you. Like, I got your back. These lot, that's why I'm here to ride out with you guys. And he's like, nah.
His best friend was like hearing it because he was angry because he had an older brother who was a very bad influence in his life. He was like to him. So are you basically? So So basically, he was saying to his brother like, so what are you, like a punching bag? Like,
a walking punching bag.
Yeah, like a walking punching bag. He's like, he basically getting punched for no reason.
Yeah.
So obviously the little brother trying to punch his older brother. He's like, no, it's not like that. So that the next day when he went to school, he felt like that he had like a point to prove. So he was just like, okay, listen, like, to his best friend, like, yo, what's going on? You know, I was out here getting rushed. Where were you? Like, I was calling you. So he's coming in here, you know, so Timmy is walking in, you know, the playground, not knowing what's going on with his girlfriend, like very happy, you know, all smiling and shit. He was just like, yeah, you know, what's going on? He's like, what happened to your face? And then, you know, the best friend's like, what do you mean what happened to my face? You know exactly like what's going on. He's like, no, actually, I don't know what's going on. What, like, you tell me.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, it's just what she explained, like, you know, he got rushed outside the chicken chip shop, and after that, when that happened, basically he was explaining to his best friend what happened, but then Tim was trying to say like, I don't have anything to do with this, I haven't done nothing to you. He was like, I'm not hearing it. Then his girlfriend trying to defend Timmy, and then his best friend's like, girl, like, why are you calling her out her name? Then he slapped her, and then Timmy was like, what? Like, don't ever touch her. He's like, oh, okay, so now you're out here defending, girls. He's like, what do you mean? Like, that's my girl. And from there, they start, fighting each other.
Yeah,
and
Timmy gave him one punch.
One punch, and then that's how they basically fell out. So then his best friend had a grudge when he wants to get him back. So then one day,
hold on, before he got him back, can we also talk about how he turned the whole school against Timmy?
Yeah.
Timmy wasn't talking to no one was talking to him apart from his girlfriend. In secondary school, if no one's talking to you apart from one person, you feel like shit. So therefore, Timmy was just even more angry. But Timmy, because he had his girl, he loved his girl so much, that was more than fulfilling for him. He was still enjoying himself because his girlfriend had his back.
He was in love with his girlfriend, like, because she was there for him.
Yes, and he liked her from primary school, and he finally got her, so he's just in a la land. So now you can tell the part where his best friend got him.
Yeah, so then after that, one day Timmy decided to walk home. I think not even walk home, but I think maybe he was waiting for his girlfriend.
Yeah, he was waiting for his girl.
Yeah, so he was waiting for his girl, but it was nighttime. Then out of nowhere, you see like a bunch of boys coming out car with masks. They start punching him up. He's trying to defend himself, and then out of nowhere, his girlfriend came trying to help her boyfriend at the moment. And the next minute, his best friend grabbed the boy, smashed it on Timmy's head, and the girlfriend Leah, she obviously got punched or slapped so hard that she fell to the ground, and from there she basically passed away.
And what they did was after that happened, we didn't know who died. Then we just see 3 years later.
Yeah. So 3.5 years later, his best friend, he went to prison for manslaughter, and then Timmy the whole time was looking for him, and he decided to join the gang.
Yeah.
So him and this group of gang, they were always looking for him.
But the thing is, Timmy was never involved in it. He was never his thing. But when his girlfriend died, I feel like
he just wanted revenge. He just wanted to get his best friend back. So that's what happened. So when his best friend came out of jail, he went to his brother, and then his brother was like, again, a bad influence, a bad example. Like, guys, if you guys have a brother like that, don't listen to them. He was just like, oh, you need to get him before he gets to you first. Like, his brother's just getting brainwashed. Like, you need to beat him up, do this.
Yeah, because basically the best friend came out of prison feeling down about himself. He came there and was like, yo, like, I can't believe I just killed someone, blah blah blah.
His brother's like, and then no, it's an accident.
Yeah,
it's an accident.
Yeah, he's like, it's an accident. Like, it's not that deep. Then he's like, yo, like, I don't really care. And he's like, these men are looking for you. You need to toughen up. None of this feeling sorry for yourself. And he's like, I don't care if they're looking for me, blah blah blah. And then his brother's like, what? Get up right now. You need to come for them before they come for you. They're coming for you regardless. You need to be prepared. And then I think from there he kind of like was like, you know what? Maybe I should. But then he kind of ignored him. He was like, you know what? Whatever. So the best friend went out now. He got caught. Timmy and his friends caught him on the road while he was talking to girls. So then they were like, wait. His friend was like, now one of Timmy's gang member was like, yo, isn't that the guy that killed your girl? Then Timmy was like, with a like a killer look, like, what? Oh yeah, that is him. They all started running towards him. Then they started beating him up, right?
So Timmy ran out the van trying to chase the boy. Then the next minute they punching each other up, and then his brother, so then his best friend's brother came out of nowhere, tried to and hit Timmy. So Timmy got hit, and when Timmy got hit, then his brother tried to stab, and not stab, but trying to kill his friend. So then out of nowhere, Timmy literally just got a knife and just stabbed like
his brother,
his best friend's brother from the back.
Yeah.
And then so then that's what happened, and then his best friend ended up getting away. So then his best friend's brother went to the hospital, and his best friend's brother ended up being on a wheelchair
permanently.
Yeah, rest of his life basically because of that one incident.
Yeah. So then his best friend's brother is basically like, listen, I'd rather be dead than to be disabled and be crippled, blah blah blah. And then his brother from there felt bad because if he didn't kill Timmy's girl, if he didn't go out of his way to rush Timmy, and all of this wouldn't have happened. Timmy wouldn't have turned cold. Timmy wouldn't have looked for him. His brother wouldn't have got stabbed in the leg. He wouldn't have been disabled. So now his best friend's thinking like, he made my brother disabled, so now I have to get him back. So now his best friend, payback. So now his best friend is looking for him. So now bearing in mind, these two are still looking for each other, trying to kill each other, but people are getting hurt on the way.
So then Timmy's best friend called him and said to him, you know what, it's not over. Before you come for me, I'm gonna come for you. And then Timmy, he didn't speak. He just, you know, when you give him that sign and humor, like, is on side.
Yeah.
That's what basically happened. So then from there on, basically they kept on going back at each other, looking for each other. So in the end of the movie, what you will see is Timmy got set up by one of his gang member. And that's how Timmy's best friend ended up finding him, and then he tried to put him like in. So then Timmy got locked in the van. While Timmy was locked in the van, his other gang member tried to go somewhere like near the bush, trying to find some gun where they just hide their stuff, because their plan was to, you know, look for the best friend and kill them. And then out of nowhere, when he went there, he sees his other gang member, the guy. He's like, yo, what are you doing here? Blah blah blah. He's like, oh, you know, nothing. And he's like, oh, we need to go back to the van and, you know, get Timmy. He was like, no. And then obviously while Timmy was locked in the van, his best friend was like looking for him. And he was like, oh, like them like talking whatever. And then the other guy,
they're not really talking, they're actually
not talking,
arguing.
but he's saying like arguing, like,
because
oh,
the other guy had the gun, like he had the gun. So basically one of the gang members turned out to be a snitch, and he works for the other side on the
because
dealer.
he was jealous.
He was jealous of Timmy because Timmy was younger, but Timmy was more getting loved,
respected and more loved than obviously him.
Than the one that's been basically there for many more years. So he was jealous, and they bought him out for like what? They gave him like 2 bags of weed or something like that, and then he ended up snaking all his friends.
The worst thing is that some people, like, jealousy is actually a disease. Like in this movie, like, he just looks so ridiculous. You end up snitching on your friend. You got your friend killed. Like, you got one of your gang member killed, and then you end up getting killed yourself. So it's just like sometimes, yeah, you can't even, like, you out here trying to run from people that, you know, are your enemies, but then sometimes the closest one are the ones that can hurt you the most.
Yeah.
And that was just really sad. But anyways, one of the gang member, he was by the other gang member, so then the other gang member had to shoot him for defense, like he was defending himself for self-defense.
Yeah.
And then while that was happening, then
Timmy and the best friend
are trying to then Timmy's best friend tried to like burn the van. So then when he tried to burn the van,
he actually did it.
Yeah, he burned the van and he ran and he walked off. And when he walked off and ran, then his other his other friend from the gang member tried to open the van,
after he killed the snitch. He killed the snitch, and so then he had the gun. So now he's just trying to get Timmy out. While it was on fire, he was still trying to get Timmy out. That's how loyal he was. He was still risking his own life, and he was trying to get Timmy out.
Even though even though that gang member was jealous of Timmy as well, but he had a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
You get it? Like he was just like, alright, cool, I am jealous of you, whatever, but you know what? I'm gonna have your back. I know if you wanna find that if you wanna kill or find whoever killed your girl, I'm gonna be there for you, whatever. So he ended trying to while he tried to open the van, it was basically 2 years. So but by the time he opened the van,
Timmy was dead.
And I'm not gonna lie, when that moment happened, yeah, I was literally in tears. I was actually crying. And do you remember I had like 3
it was actually really emotional.
Like I was proper crying, and it's the reason why I was crying more and I was proper sad, it was because it was based on a true story. And I'm just like,
and you know what's worse? His last words, he was like, oh, when he realized like he wasn't gonna make it out, yeah, and he thought, okay, I'm probably gonna die. His last words was something like, I'm probably gonna be with her now, or something like that. And then I'm like, oh no, like,
he was really sad. But then after that, then the other gang member,
that was the one that tried to save Timmy's life, and didn't succeed.
He was destroyed, that one, and it was really sad. So from that on, he got arrested. Everyone started getting arrested. And then that one, he started snitching, started telling people who killed who, because he was just like, I don't want to be part of this anymore.
Yeah.
So then he actually started doing good for himself. He started teaching people to stay away from gangs and not to get
involved in gangs. So he would basically go to secondary schools where obviously they're more vulnerable and more easy to manipulate. So he started going to them, and he was basically becoming some sort of youth worker and against knife crimes and against violence. He basically just explained to the kids that how he used to be about this life, he's not about this life no more, and the consequences about the life, you know, just being against it.
Yeah, trying to
and
for the community.
I just respect that, because like you've seen everything. You've seen people die, you've seen people go to prison doing life and whatnot, and now you changed your life around and you're trying to help others. That is a good thing itself. But also, don't for those of you who was wondering, the best friend that killed Timmy, he ended up serving life in prison. They found him. So yeah. But the ending of the movie, the reason why we're saying that it just shows the cycle's continuing, because at the end of the movie, after Timmy died and his best friend went to prison and the other one changed his life around and everyone started dying and going separate ways and going to prison, the younger, like the little youngest, like little youngest, yeah, was like, oh, you know what, like we love Timmy so much, and what's it called, yeah, this beef is not done. Then the other youngest like, what do you mean this beef is not done? Like the guy is doing life in prison who killed Timmy, so the beef is done. Then he was like, no, for every single younger, anyone that was ever involved in Timmy's death, we are going for them. So little side people, like the person, like little side people, anyone that was basically on the best friend's side that's doing life in prison for Timmy's death, they're gonna try and kill them. And then they all started agreeing, and that was the end of the movie. And yeah, it just goes to show that the cycle still continues, that someone's always going to find a reason to be angry at someone, and like the violence is just going to carry on from there. And then that's the kind of message that I feel like the real rap man was trying to send, and just basically say,
I don't think that's the message trying to send.
No, he's trying to say basically, like, there's no point of this life because it's always going to continue. Like, someone's always going to be
there's always going to be youngest who's going to look up to the oldest and who wants to repeat what they're doing. Anyways, that's us just giving like a little review on the movie, what happened. And by the way, you guys have to be 15 to watch this movie. So if you guys are underage, don't try to sneak in the cinemas because that's not going to happen. And the other thing is, like, one day ago as well, someone just got stabbed outside the cinema. So it just like, people need to stop this. Like, it's just really getting out of hand. Like, you guys are just ridiculous, to be honest, for just stabbing and for killing for no reason. Like, it don't make sense. You guys just look stupid.
And on top of that, can we just add the fact that while we was watching the movie, I've never seen a security guard walk up and down, go upstairs. Like, he was letting his presence be known. Like,
yeah, there was a lot of security like in the movie, inside and out, just to make sure there was no trouble, nothing happened. And to be honest, even me watching this movie, I feel a little bit like unsafe. I'm thinking like, why is that many security? Like, I'm about to get stabbed in this movie or something. So that's how serious it. As I said, sometimes certain situations, certain areas, you just don't feel safe. So in the movie, like when I was watching the movie, it was okay, but then there was a lot of security, and because there was a lot of security, I felt a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, and nowadays apparently there's going to be this new rule where they're going to have to start searching people in the cinemas before they go to the movies, which I think is a good idea, because at the end of the day, now there's been a few stabbings going on in a cinema where we never thought we would have to worry about knife crimes in the cinema.
Oh my, can I say this? Yeah, there was one time I was at the movies, I saw a boy, he was carrying like some acid bottle or whatever, and he literally threw the acid at two boys and he ran. And there's a woman that was there by accident. Her foot got burnt, and I was like, and I was pregnant as well. I was like 5 months pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, I was 5 months pregnant. I was proper scared.
Wow.
But nothing happened to me, but it was just like, I witnessed it. Like,
that's pretty scarring, to be honest, witnessing something like that.
But yeah, this movie, it was just really, really sad. Like, I just came out there, and my emotions, like everything, I was just very drained after watching the movie.
Yeah,
it was just sad.
It's like an emotional roller coaster. Like, 1 minute the love story is all good, then everyone's like, whoa, he finally got the girl he wanted, and then she dies, and then the best friend, and they stop turning against each other, and the war keeps going on, and it's just so sad. I feel like when the real rap man was doing this, I felt like he just wanted to, like, you know, say basically this is not worth it, and it's ongoing, and, you know, like, kind of like just stop in it, stop, like, no one's winning, but you guys are just losing people that you love on the way. And that's the kind of message I feel like he was saying.
And think about your mom, like, literally think about your mom, like, like your mom, like, just think about your mom, like, when you're doing all these things, like, you don't want your mom not to have a son, like, think about your mom, like, honestly, when you do this, think about your mom,
100%. Or your dad, or anyone you love. Think about the people you love, because some people don't have their mom in it. So like, anyone you love, whoever it is, yeah, whether it's even a guardian or whatnot, just think about them. Like, what would they think of you when they find out what you've been getting up to in these streets? Or do you think that they want you to be dead? No, they don't. So just think about them, what you're putting them through as well in the process.
Exactly. But
oh, did we tell you that the best friends, after the best friend went done live, his brother who was the mix-up and was in a wheelchair, he ended up overdosing on pills because he didn't want to be disabled no more, and his brother's doing life, and it was because of him,
because of the pressure. He ended up like overdosing because obviously, like,
because he was basically, because his brother was basically encouraging him, saying, what, you're just gonna let Timmy put me in a wheelchair and you're not gonna do nothing, like, and then his cousin got involved, saying, what, we're just gonna let this behavior go on. So because of all of that, he was like, I can't handle this no more, I might as well be dead too. So he just and then you just see the mom. Imagine the mom, she lost 2 sons now. One is doing life in prison, the other one is dead. Like, she's broken. Like, you can see that at the end, she's just crying. You would hear her crying at certain parts in the movies, and it's just like, it's real life. Like, some people are actually going through this right now.
Yeah, it's just sad. Like, you guys need to think about your family when you do know all this. But yeah, we just want to wrap this up now.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously, you know how at the end we're always energetic. Like, after this, it's kind of hard to be energetic because this is real life right now in London, as sad as it sounds.
Yeah, so guys, if you guys feel like you guys have learned something from this video, you guys enjoyed what we just spoke about, just make sure that you guys like, comment and subscribe as always, and just share this video as well to your friends and your family, and just tell them, like, guys, you guys need to stop like the knife crimes and the stabbing and all these little violence that's going on. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it.
And also every single day, check on the people you love. Make sure that you just ask if they're okay. Sometimes asking someone if they're okay can go 1,000 ways. You know what I mean? Just tell whoever you love, tell them you love them. Check for them. See if they're okay, and that's it. Spread love, positivity, and peace, man. We need peace in today's society. That's what's missing, and that's what we are about. So share this to anyone that needs to hear this, and or you feel like anyone that could be encouraged or motivated by this video. Yeah, just make sure you share this with them, and yeah, hopefully it makes a difference to their day or their lives. And yeah, so okay, if you guys liked, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on and to see any future videos of us. And yeah, hopefully we see you on our next video.
Bye.
Bye.